We got Faust Bbatts coming up next.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was trying to refresh that. Faust Bbatts. I almost said Dawson. I knew it wasn't right.
Yeah,
We'll get a little matchup run back. I'm excited to see these two play. I haven't been seeing Faust. I've been noticing that Faust has started to compete a little bit more again, even on land, if I'm not mistaken, a little bit in their local region. So I'm excited to see how they're doing because they've been historically quite a good Jigglypuff in this kind of modern Slippy era online and such. So finding themselves in top 8 here and a chance to get flown out to New York, get a spot in this invitational bracket, which might be a nice little opportunity for them because it's definitely someone who's grinded quite a bit throughout different points. Oh goodness, a little bit of chop on their match. I'm trying to think. So this is Jersey and Canada.
yeah. Faust is
at
somewhere, somewhere in Canada. I don't want to make a guess and be wrong.
Yeah, I always try to take opportunities to keep brushing up on Canadian subregions, but I'm definitely not the best at it. I always have to fact check myself if I need it for something.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, oh, we're already into it. Oh, okay,
yeah.
Nice.
And some wall and out going. A lot of moves have been done. These two both definitely beat up space quite a bit as characters in general, not even just like against each other, but will kind of find positions on the stage and put out a lot of hitboxes near them, fade in and out of them. Peach especially kind of tries to make themselves ambiguous with their movement a little bit. Puff uses their great aerial mobility and such to put hitboxes in kind of high contestable areas safer than some other characters can. So that's why leads
nice.
Detrimental. But
yeah, Faust just reads the tech in place. So it's kind of Solo Battle actually has a combo video where he just does that over and over again, just re-tech in place with rest. And yeah, I mean, if Bbatts just teched away there was really nothing that Puff could punish there. But ooh, yeah, doesn't get anything off it. Bbatts is playing very aggressively, which is kind of interesting because I feel like other Peaches, like I played Mog. Mog just plays super campy. He just runs away and pulls over and over again, like trying to get a stitch. Because obviously Puff is very favored in this matchup, but when you have a stitch in hand, you know, it becomes a lot better.
Much better, yeah. As do most, but this one quite so.
Yeah, but Bbatts is just really just holding forward right now, and yeah, I mean, neither of them are really camping. I guess because neither of them have a stock lead, so it's not very, not very useful to camp right now. But Faust takes the lead here. Let's see what he does with it.
Yeah, using that tech in place read for the rest, I think that was a good time too, because it was right as Bbatts had just finally gotten a stock lead, and that can run away from you in this matchup a little bit and really kind of mess with the pacing and make it much harder for your personal character. Ooh, I like that down air to nair. I mean, up air. It's like an elevator combo.
Oh, that roll from Bbatts is really scary. That could have just been a rest and a full stock lead for Faust, but doesn't get it.
Yeah, whenever something like that happens, I feel like the Puff starts becoming much more cutely aware of, oh, maybe they'll do a bad roll again. So Faust kind of movement in place again. See if they can catch him slipping next time.
From a spectator's perspective, I really like how Bbatts is playing it, but it does feel like it would be a lot better for him to fight it in these positions with the turnip in hand. Okay, now he's starting to pull a couple, but yeah, he really just wants to press forward right now,
Yeah, and Bbatts definitely shown some prowess in this matchup in the past as well, so just need to make sure that whatever game plan they have used in the past and found success with, if they can, keep this war of attrition going on, because this is a long tournament run for them so far, because this is their first set in top 8. They've already had such grueling sets so far, even in the same matchup, so part of it could be I don't know if I have the mental fortitude to do all of that again, but I don't know. I see Bbatts as one of those players who would be able to keep up that level of gameplay in terms of those long, grueling matches for quite a while. So I think as they get more comfortable again in this matchup, they'll kind of find their stride, as we're seeing here.
Yeah, Bbatts just really just getting a lot of damage right now, and I think Bbatts is just kind of like better playering Faust on this stock, you know, like it just feels like a lot of these positions, you know, if Bbatts was facing like, you know, a really high level Puff, like maybe you'd be spacing right outside of it, but Faust and Bbatts are both like holding forward against each other, and Peach kind of wins those scrappy situations versus, oh my god.
Just ended with an exclamation mark. Yeah, up smash will definitely do it. That percent, and catches Faust just kind of floating over them real quick in no man's land, and Bbatts capitalizing on it in the probably most fruitful way possible, that tipper up smash. And we're going straight into Battlefield now. These two not even really taking a moment to breathe. They know what they want. They know what we're doing.
Yeah, I like Battlefield versus Peach, especially if you're not, you know, gonna go for a timeout game, which it doesn't look like Faust is going for. I think Battlefield just feels like one of Puff's better stages versus, you know, most of the cast, except maybe Sheik. So, you know, good counter pick, and let's see if this goes any better for Faust.
Yeah, they come off stage again, but lots of room to float down. Options are quite numbered, or you have quite a number of options, I should say.
It's weird that
when you're a character like Puff, Peach, and you're that far above stage with your float and your multiple jumps and such, it gives you many, many more options than if you're below ledge. So it makes it quite hard to edge guard when they're above stage. So the closer you can force them to ledge, like vertically, many of their options will become a lot more limited. Like this right there, you can only keep jumping up to get below the ledge, and only way up is a forward air from Bbatts, and that stage spike is going to be a real early stock there.
Yeah, I have not seen that.
Oh my gosh, he did it! In my head, I was like, can you just rest that? That's I saw that back air, I was like, wow, that almost looks like you could rest that. And Faust just putting any of my questions to rest, because they rested it for sure.
Yeah, this is these kills are happening way earlier than you'd expect. Oh my god. Bbatts just quits out before the game is over, not trying to make a 3-stock to 1 comeback. Yeah, that I don't know if I agree with that, but it is funny, so, you know, talk your shit, Bbatts.
Yeah, this is straight bats we're talking about, so it's a whole
straight. Oh yeah, I forgot Bbatts is straight bat. I don't get that, but it is very funny every time I see that on Twitter. I'm just like, you know, yeah. Oh, that also
masculinity showing through.
Yeah. Yeah, straight bats LRA starts every 3-stock to 1 lead.
Okay, well, I'd like to see them pull it together, though. Okay, well, oh
Ooh.
my god.
This has been a good set, though. This has been a funny set. Okay, their aerial to down smash that works against every character except Puff. To make this matchup even worse for Peach, Puff has a forward roll that's invincible on frame 2 instead of frame 4, so you can just roll through that shield pressure from Peach. Which, like, I don't think any other character can do that. At least any other top tier.
Definitely not as safely as Puff can, at very least. We've seen Faust make good use of it, too. That's something I wasn't noticing as much. But, oh my goodness. Sign him up for the PGA Tour through this tournament. He's at a dinger right there.
Straight Bats loves Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Biggest Tiger Woods fan
actually,
ever.
big role model of his.
Got a poster on his wall of Tiger Woods.
Little Tiger, yeah.
Oh, and Bbatts playing very aggressively now. Oh, okay. See, that'll work though. Nair to grab. Yeah, that just works, especially if Faust is holding shield.
He needs to play that the like John Cena song from the Armada combo, where it has like the drums pounding at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
It was
Dude, how did? Oh, my god!
Wow.
I was gonna say, how did Bbatts call this one back? And they keep both like just SDing this game.
Yeah, they definitely are playing a, for lack of a better term, like a high risk, high reward. Like you're saying, holding W a lot. I mean, they definitely have been finding a lot more hits quicker than you might sometimes see. And fortunately, in this game, they've gotten some pretty quick kills, a couple different opportunities. But I just don't know if they're going to be as able to be counted on as these setups that Faust has been finding. Right now, it looks pretty even, but I feel like that this style of play from Billy is going to be scary. But there you go, finds another one of those quick kills from a very aggressive up smash and catches the drift. But just like that, Faust, 3 forward airs, and it's all evened up.
Yeah, one rest will do it for Faust.
Oh,
I mean, not that rest.
Curse.
Yeah. Okay, now a rest will do it for sure. Oh, okay.
Wow.
That was really scary. If Peach checked on the platform there, that could have been a tech chase rest, but you know, it goes a little bit too high, and now tied at 61%.
Yeah, this is very close, especially on Yoshi's. Both these players could die at any moment here. That could do it. Not quite. Wow.
One more
Really
though.
on.
One dare to up air, one fair, even a strong nair if he kill it here. Oh, gets the poke.
Dare affair. What?
Oh,
Dare aware is my dare. Oh, Peach Fair. I was not aware.
Dude, I can't believe Bbatts won that. Oh, FD, what? Okay, this is definitely a Peach favored stage. If there is anyone in this matchup, but I don't know. Maybe Faust is on some different stuff right now.
Know something we don't.
Yeah, but I think this stage is terrible for Puff against Peach.
Well, that's good for Billy.
Yeah, it is good for Billy. Oh, gets that trade with the up smash.
Oh, I like that empty land down smash right there.
Yeah, that's a nice mix up. Gets a good amount of percent too.
Good job of trying to catch Faust in some sort of drift, or that was an interesting toadstool, and wow, the up air just catches Faust approaching in. Barely. Again, that's kind of something like beating up space around you and just putting out these hitboxes and, you know, making your opponent wary of approaching haphazardly. And right there, Faust on the receiving end of a Peach up air that they didn't necessarily have to get hit by. And Billy racking up this lead along with the last game they took has now put them in a great position to win this set. 4 stock to 2, less than a minute and a half. That's real quick for this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, I think on every stage, Faust was just drifting into a lot of moves that Bbatts was putting out. You know, up smashes, fairs. But on FE, it's even worse because you have no platforms to go to. It's a lot easier to read where Puff's going to go because she just has fewer options to read, and Bbatts is really taking advantage of what was supposed to be Faust's counter pick.
Yeah, this definitely seems advantageous for Bbatts based off of everything else we've seen. And there you go, Faust quitting back. So both players quitting out on the other one. Good melee. Glad that, you know, the world is healing.
All right, great set. Bbatts moves on, takes out another Jigglypuff. You know, yeah, Faust. Yeah, fair enough. I don't think Faust was playing particularly well that set either. So a little bit of salty RQ.
Yeah, it'll happen.
But you know, still a fun set to watch, and we're gonna go into winners semis now. But before that, quick plug for !donate. We're taking donations for the IRL Redemption Rumble event and Smash World Tour because, you know, they were forced to cancel and they lost a lot of money due to that. So if you're able to donate anything for Redemption Rumble and Smash World Tour, exclamation donate, hit that button. If you're not, no worries. Just stick with us for some good Melee.
Yeah. These events and the community kind of pulling through in these times where it is most needed, when we lose something that, a lot of people put time and effort, funds into, resources, etc. Being able to find any way to claw and get something back and help support those and show that we do appreciate all the work that has gone in to all these events, and we won't just leave our fellow event runners, fellow events, etc., out to the wayside when something does go wrong. Because if it wasn't for the community as a whole and the collective and how strong it's been for these last 20 whatever years, almost none of this would be here. It really has been a big collective effort as part of the whole community, and especially huge things like BTS and WAF and whole team here, and Connor and Jade and a bunch of people that go into making all these things happen, and Beast Coast, and so all these different moving parts are why we're able to be doing this as much as we do. So
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, just thanks to everybody joining us, watching. Definitely tune in for the IRL version on December 30th and December 31st. It's going to be very exciting. We got a lot of good players invited. 2 more that are going to qualify today, 2 more that will qualify tomorrow on the West Coast side. So yeah, I mean, definitely watch all these events. Watch Ludwig Scuff World Tour this weekend. It's going to be an exciting end to this year of Melee.
yeah, they're really it's crazy. It went from like, oh wow, there's no Melee left this year, to like, oh wow, there's a lot of good Melee left this year, real quick.
Yeah. A lot of people just randomly decided to go to main stage last minute too. So main stage became like way more stacked than it was previously. And then along with these two events that are happening at the end of the year. So
Age had a really good set recently.
oh yeah, the Smash boxing, that was
Spud had a
yeah.
good set recently. Like there was some good Melee.
Yeah. I will say I was not happy watching Fiction versus Kalindi. I know you're a Fiction guy, but I had a lot of money riding on Kalindi, and Fiction just dashed my dreams. I mean, he was insane, dude. Like both in the melee and the boxing, I was like, damn, I was like, yo, Kalindi's like crack versus Fox, like this should be should be kind of close, but nah, I mean that was rough for my wallet.
Dang, that's wild that you did that. Sounds
Yeah,
like you got.
I got. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad that we didn't bet
good lesson.
because I would have lost even more money.
Nice. It's a
Yeah,
good
next
lesson, man.
time. Yeah, next Smash boxing event. I don't care if Fiction is, fighting like Reeve or J
Hodor.
Flex or whoever. Yeah, Hodor. Uh, I don't care if he's fighting like, uh, you know, Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Moon Knight.
I'm betting on Fiction.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Moon Knight, Fiction. Next event.
I was thinking there should be like a clause in the melee portion of Smash Boxing where if you force dog someone, then you just instantly win the match. So we could see like, Fiction versus some like actual boxer, and you just have to force dog them in the first round. Otherwise, he just has to go up against like Mike Tyson or something.
It's funny that you say that, because I was actually pitching the idea of like trying to see if like they did get somebody like Mike Tyson or something, and then just have one that's just like obviously a mismatch, but somebody just goes in there like, what is his name? Like Pat Sterling, that goalkeeper who just keeps getting hit in the face with the soccer ball, like just goes in there to get some publicity for Melee. They just know. They know what's gonna happen. We just throw him in with like Mike Tyson, where it's like, all
Yeah,
right, this is for the views and Melee's longevity. We just lock the cage.
yeah. I mean, we got a little, there's a tangential connection between Mike Tyson and Smash with Punch Out, so you know
Wow,
it
yeah,
could work out. We got a little Mac. I mean, not in this
good
game, but
stretch.
It's a few degrees of separation for sure.
Couple.
Yeah, a few degrees and like 3 or 4 decades since that game came out.